And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
And he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run. Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Minshew. That's out wide here for Robinson. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Robinson. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They'll run for it with Robinson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Zadarius Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now Lance. Flushed out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On play action, Lance on the move to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 6 yards on the pickup, and all of of a sudden here, it's third down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Zadarius Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Lance and company going on fourth down. The connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Lance now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. They are just about set to get back to football in Detroit. And for the call of the second half, we'll kick it back up to Ford Field and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Garrick Wolf that time, the one who got in there to make the play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield.
But now it'll be third down. Here's Minshew.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Off of play action. Here's Lance.
Out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Lance looking to throw it. He's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
And they'll go for it. Lance. He's got his tight end, Fant.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't this.
Thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Final minute. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance escaping the pressure right. Got him, and it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Lions nothing. Younghoe Koo set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well. Because
and that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And Minshew will throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Rolling to his right. This is the tight end Fan. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they...
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Lions will take over. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jeremy Chin picks it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Dietrich Wise Jr. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Lance to throw it. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now Minshew steps away. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Minshew. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Minshew. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. On 2nd and 12, Lance eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Now Minshew. This one caught by Kittle. He's at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Baltimore, the preparation pays off as they pick up their...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check.